Prague, Czech Republic. Have you ever wandered through Prague at sunrise?
Morning all, and the one advantage of jet lag is getting up really, really early.
Trust me, it's absolutely magical and you'll want to keep on watching. It's a warm summer's morning and I'm exploring the city just as the sun begins to rise. The streets are calm, the air is still, and for a couple of precious hours, Prague feels like it belongs only to me. I wander through its most iconic sights, from quiet bridges to empty squares, before the tourists arrive and the city truly wakes up. This is Prague at sunrise, peaceful, golden and absolutely magical. Of course, I'll show you more of Prague as the day unfolds, but in this vlog, I really want to capture the city at its quietest. And maybe one day, it'll even inspire you to do the same. I'm Hammo, and this is my first time in the Czech Republic, and I'm absolutely buzzing to see a new country. Let's get immersed in Prague at sunrise. After a cheeky flight from Vancouver to Prague via Frankfurt, I arrived sleep-deprived and exhausted on a Saturday night. I checked into my boat hotel, the Botel Matylda, and took a short stroll around the area, grabbed some goulash, and then fell asleep gently rocking on the waters of the Vltava River.
I'm here at Jiráskův Bridge, and it's pretty much 2 minutes to sunrise. That's very early for me. Look at this, look. What a backdrop to start my day trip and a half into Prague. I've got a walking tour booked at 10 AM, which is about 2 to 3 hours long. Obviously I know the main sites, but I want to know more about them, so I'm really looking forward to that. First of all, I'm going to take an hour and a half to 2 hour walk in the morning. There's a few cars about, some stragglers from the night before, but pretty much deserted streets. So I'm going to walk around Prague, get some cool shots, get an early feel for it before it gets busy with the tourists in the day. Can't wait to see it. A brand new city and a brand new country. Sunrise is approaching. Look at this. Welcome to Prague. This is my boat hotel. Can't wait to get in there for breakfast. €12, all you can eat.
I have no real plan here but to head towards the Old Town and Charles Bridge along the water. So off I set along the river. This is absolutely glorious. Look at these colours. My word. I do love a Central European city break. There's something about it.
Honestly, look at this. Oh, that is a dream. Hello Prague at sunrise. You are a beauty. There is something about those Central European cities. They're just built the right way. They look nice. They're absolutely fantastic. Just walking across this bridge here. There's the sun poking over. I came from that way. It just goes up here. What makes me laugh is quite a few people just come back from a night out. But look at this. Oh, what a dream. What an absolute dream.
I just met a random guy on the bridge from San Francisco who saw me bumbling into the camera for this vlog intro. So hello to you, sir, and thanks for watching and subscribing. Hey, by the way, are you subscribed yet? Did you like this video? Did you leave a comment on your thoughts on Prague? If not, get it done, and I'll appreciate you forever. I must admit, I never intended to be up this early, but the jet lag and the time difference have taken effect. I was up at 5 AM this morning, and I couldn't wait to get out there to explore the city. Prague, the city of 100 spires. Well, it actually has over 500 spires now, but it's built over 1,000 years ago along the Vltava River. It's home to the world's oldest working astronomical clock, the iconic Charles Bridge, and the largest ancient castle complex on Earth. This city is pure history, beauty, and charm, and at sunrise, it feels like stepping back in time. This is the Prague Castle in the distance, but I love how still the water is here with the colours of the sky. How lucky am I to see this view? We can get a closer look at the Lesser Town across there over the bridge. This is one of Prague's oldest districts, founded in the 13th century. Prague Castle holds the title of the largest ancient castle complex in the world, stretching across 70,000 square metres and overlooking the entire city, dating back to the 9th century, and this is a UNESCO-listed complex. It's basically a small city within a city. The bridge is lined with 30 Baroque statues, and locals say if you touch the plaque beneath the St. John of Nepomuk, it brings good luck and guarantees your return to Prague. Based on what I've seen this morning, I bloody hope that's true. I'm soaking in the peacefulness on Charles Bridge, as I fear that on my walking tour later in the day, this will be heaving with people.
The first half of this video is almost like an ASMR. Just walking around just after sunrise, getting the quiet streets of Prague before tourists and locals go about their day. And look at this view behind me, absolutely sensational. And it's actually still quite busy, and there's still people milling about. I made the right call here in getting up early and getting the shots in. And honestly, walking around the city at this time of day is an absolute dream. This view of the castle, look at that. I mean, God, dearie me. Sort of lots of words, really. I don't really know what to say. It's just a classic Central European city, isn't it? It's very well known, Prague, of course. And I'm only here for short periods, so I'll get the highlights. But I just love the view of this place. It's going to be 27 degrees today, so it's going to be pretty hot. But then tomorrow it's going to drop down to like 13 or 14. I haven't got a jumper. So I made an interesting choice there as I get the train to Český Krumlov. But first, I'm really looking forward to checking out Prague in all its glory, really. But first of all, I'm going to get some breakfast, get a coffee down me, meet for the walking tour at 10 and see who I meet, what I hear, and what I learn. Great.
Let's head towards the old town. The Old Town Square is the historic heart of Prague, dating back to the 12th century. It's surrounded by colourful Gothic and Baroque buildings, and at its centre stands the famous astronomical clock. The square has been a gathering place for markets, celebrations and events for centuries, and at sunrise, it's one of the few moments where you can enjoy it without the crowds. But more on that clock a little later. What a lovely morning walk so far. I do feel blessed to see all the old buildings, the colours of the river, and enjoy it with hardly anyone about, bar a few late revellers and fitness freaks. Unfortunately, I need to head back to the hotel for breakfast because, let's put it this way, if I don't eat right now, I'll have as much enthusiasm as a seal attending an orca tea party.
The hotel I've decided to stay at in Prague is called the Matylda Hotel, which is a boat hotel. It's behind me here. It's got 2 boats. It's got a restaurant and an accommodation boat. I'm actually on the restaurant boat underneath. And I wasn't sure when I arrived yesterday because a bit jet lagged, haven't slept all night, thought it's going to be rocking side to side, but actually, what a sleep and what a bed. I got breakfast there this morning at 8. Quite cosy, small. They've got a great view out the window over the river and Prague that way. So all in all, a great choice. It's about 150 Canadian dollars a night, and it's right bang in the centre of Prague. So it's a great location and a great setting. I'm looking forward to staying there another night and checking out the restaurant for breakfast.
After a lovely breakfast at my Botel by the water, I'm heading to the Coffee Riot cafe for a trendy coffee. This place looks super trendy and it hit the spot, apart from my bank account, where it was nearly 6 Canadian dollars a pop for an Americano. Pricey. If you enjoyed that trendy coffee, you can buy me a coffee for $5 at buymeacoffee.com/wingingit. This helps the production costs of this YouTube channel and helps me personally to travel to provide you with some great travel content. Cheers. I've already smashed in 10,000 steps before 10 a.m, but I'm now heading out to meet my free walk and tour guide at the Powder Tower.
Right, free walk and tour time. Yeah, this is the meeting point, about 2.5, 3 hour walk. We're going to hear and see all the best parts, the highlights, if you like, of Prague. Looking forward to hearing some more information. Free walk and tours are a must on my YouTube channel and podcast because you get to hear from local people the key information. I mean, I'm all for just wandering around and having a look, but I don't actually want to look at my phone reading something whilst looking at something. So I'd rather hear it, get to know some people, hopefully. Quite a big tour group here. I think it's maybe 2 tour guides, so maybe 10 people, 12 people, something like that. Yeah, looking forward to this. I've already done 10,000 steps this morning, so I'm breakfast up, coffeeed up, I'm ready to go. Looking forward to it.
And as you can see, we have a big group for the tour with Lucy, but I'm loving it as Lucy's given us all the historical details and facts of each site that we see. I won't butcher them now, but enjoy the sights.
It's something like an open air museum. Look around yourself and you see so many different architectural styles. There are centuries coexisting together on one place starting as early from the...
Right, let's get back to this astronomical clock. I'm back here with hordes of people to see this thing in action. How cool do you think it will be? Is it better than the steam clock in Vancouver, which tells the wrong time and goes off randomly? Let's see. Well, that was cool, but underwhelming, and I must admit, most of the people thought that too. A cheeky stop off for a trendy espresso, and now we're heading to the Juris Quarter for the rest of the tour, before heading over to Charles Bridge and the John Lennon Wall in Lesser Town. I'm going to stop right there. I have no more footage of the tour, as I was hungry, tired, and trying to manoeuvre myself between the hordes of people. Thank you to Lucy for the excellent tour with the plethora of information about Prague and the Czech Republic. Please head to the show notes for the link to check her tour out. However, I did have a chicken schnitzel with potato salad for lunch, a kolach, which is a very, very tasty Czech snack, and another trendy coffee and dinner at my Botel. Fear not, I have a little more to show you at sunrise tomorrow morning.
Oh, what a day yesterday. 4,000 steps. Saw a lot of stuff in the middle of Prague. I didn't actually show you what the other bits I saw on the walking tour were like because it's so busy compared to what I saw in the morning. I should have taken some more content really, but I was just in the moment trying to see it, trying to navigate through the crowds. But this morning, I'm up early, going back to Charles Bridge. I'm going to walk right over it and go to that side of the river and see some stuff for 40 minutes max. Back at the hotel, pack the rest of the stuff, get my Uber to the train station and get a train to Český Krumlov. So that's the order of play today. Up early, hopefully I have enough time and won't mess this up. But I just want to see what that side of the river is like. The person on the walking tour says it's a really nice area. We finished there yesterday, so I want to see some more. It feels a bit rushed this morning, but got to be done in it on a short time scale. Let's see what we find.
I'm up early again. I'm heading back out into the city towards Lesser Town for one more last look at the area and the John Lennon Wall, which was quite busy yesterday. This time, I'm taking a slightly different route to this location. I really like the vibe of this area, and if I was to come back, I would stay here.
So quiet. Monday morning. Today, autumn. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Lennon Wall, named after John Lennon, the great man himself. Look at this.
Let's take a look at the John Lennon Wall.
Art, graffiti, whatever you want to call it. The main thing here is that people write and leave their messages on the wall. And Lucy, our tour guide yesterday, was mentioning that he never visited the wall. It's debatable whether he even knew about it. And really, it came into its fore after he got assassinated in New York. A couple of rules: no pins, no stickers, and just nice messages. And it was there during the Cold War and during the communist era that they began to write messages on the wall for each other, the Czechs, because they felt like they needed to share some messages because you can't openly discredit the government. And yeah, the police cottoned on, but they still did it. And that was what led to the freedom of the Czech Republic, or Czechoslovakia back in those days.
This started as a normal wall in the 1980s, but became a canvas for peace, love and freedom during the communist era. Inspired by John's messages of peace, Prague's youth would paint graffiti, quotes and artwork on it as a form of protest. Today it's constantly changing. New messages, doodles and artwork appear daily, making it a living symbol of hope, creativity and resistance. I kind of stood here for a few minutes just observing the wall and how many people would have been here to protest, leave messages and communicate with each other over the years. It's pretty awe-inspiring if you ask me.
Yeah, I love it. Just sharing a bit of hope, a bit of peace and being nice to each other, which seems to be quite difficult these days.
I have one more last walk around Prague before catching my train to Český Krumlov, but I do absolutely love this city and I fear I've not given it enough time. But fear not, I can always return.
This area is known for its embassies. It's called the Lesser Town. The Czechs weren't very imaginative with their naming conventions. You walk over Charles Bridge and you enter Lesser Town. Yeah, the sort of Japanese and Denmark embassy there. Keep forgetting we're in the capital city of a country, so of course there can be embassies dotted around this area. I've got no plan here. I'm just literally walking any random streets until my lot of time is over. Loving it, to be fair. Yesterday this bridge was absolutely rammed, so much so I couldn't deal getting a photo or a video. But now, early on a Monday morning, it's very, very peaceful. One of the tourist season's over, but look at this. Oh, that is a dreamy little setting down there, isn't it? Wow, look at that. Top notch. God, those high colourful buildings along the river. You can't beat that setting, can you? All the major cities have got it. Amsterdam, Venice, Prague, Norwich. But yeah, stunning. That's where we came from, that. Awesome, look at that. I think Prague needs 2 or 3 more days. So I have to come back because I want to go up there to that castle, but definitely not in the height of the tourist season. Apparently it gets absolutely crowded. You can't get in, you have to book in advance. We're now on Charles Bridge, so there's the main gate over there. I'm going to head that way, back across the river. I'm going to get croissant and a coffee, get back, cheeky shower, taxi to the train station, and then get a train. How exciting. I love train travel, my favourite. Oh, buzzing. Right, let's do it.
I know that being up early is a result of my jet lag and time difference, but my word, what a lucky guy I am to see this marvellous city in those early hours. The colours were breathtaking. The stillness of the Vltava and the early morning sun provided a dreamy concoction of sights that blew my mind. From Charles Bridge to the old town square, Prague at sunrise is magical, and you should make an effort to see this glorious sight on your next visit. If you'd like to watch another Central European city break, click this link for my video on Vienna. Enjoy, and I'll now head on the train to see more of this country in the south at Český Krumlov. See you there. Please follow and subscribe to my YouTube channel today, and let's go and see the world. Cheers, Hammo.